Oh.
Hey, Facebook.
Hey.
Friday.
Guys, I was just complimenting
Friday.
Liam. It is Friday. This is how crazy this week has been. I have not seen Liam or had a second. Well, I've seen you, but I just haven't had a second to talk to Liam all week. I just told him today that I liked something he did on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You sit literally right there.
And yeah, I literally sit right over there. And this is my cell phone.
Hello. You ever see Get Smart?
Here we go.
Yeah. Did you have the script up there? Or is
No,
it
but I'll
being?
get it
Okay,
there.
you got it. Love this tease.
You're welcome, Billy. I was waiting for a Chris Costa edition, so.
It's so funny. I could have met you down. 5 people have died in the Camp Fire wildfire in Northern California. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lindsay Mills.
Yeah, it's just awful. I'm Lee Goldberg. The wildfire ignited about 6:30 yesterday morning in the Feather River Canyon. As of 7:15 this morning, the fire was estimated at 70,000 acres. It is 5% contained. Tens of thousands of people have been forced to evacuate as the destructive wildfire continues to grow. The cause of this blaze is unknown.
President Donald Trump invoking extraordinary national security powers to deny asylum to migrants who enter the country illegally, tightening the border as caravans of Central Americans slowly approach the United States. The proclamation puts into place regulations that circumvent laws stating that anyone is eligible for asylum no matter how he or she enters the country.
We've talked a lot about this on the program. On the heels of the news that the FDA soon will be banning the sale of many e-cigarettes in stores, the maker of Juul e-cigarettes is reportedly already making changes to its retail strategy. Wall Street Journal reporting that Juul Labs will no longer sell most of its flavored products in convenience stores and gas stations. Flavors like mango and cucumber will be available, though, on Juul's website, which will prohibit sales to anybody under the age of 21.
All right, Maine Secretary of State's office employees are finishing up their first day of processing ranked choice ballots to decide the 2nd congressional district winner. Annie sent us an Ask Now, so she wonders, are these ranked choice votes tallied by hand? If so, what is the margin for error?
Well, there are cross checks, and then there's a second set of eyes. And according to the department communications director, staff members must log, unlock, and unseal each ballot box from towns that hand count ballots to scan the ballots using a high-speed tabulator. They also need to log, unseal, and upload all the memory devices from tabulator towns and cities before loading all the votes into the results program and then certifying the results. All of this is to ensure accuracy.
Thank you guys for those Ask Nows. We love them.
When I think accuracy, I think
Todd Gutner.
Keith Carson. I'm going to end this week with a positive spin to my buddy. What's up, Casey?
Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's only today actually turned out all right, right? That seems like a mind-numbing thing to do, by the way.
I didn't leave
counting
the
all those-
building.
yeah.
I didn't know what it was
Liz, you
like
seem
outside.
like you need a vacation. Where's the Shaq commercial with the Carnival Cruise?
He's saying that because I'm wearing pants that look like pajamas today.
No,
That's where I'm at.
You're just like, I haven't talked to Liam. I haven't seen the
Jump on
outside.
Facebook. During a commercial break, we'll show you Lindsay's pants.
You gotta see
All right, you
My
gotta see
eyes
this.
can't adjust to the light anymore.
I wear the pants in this team.
True.
They're cool. They're
True
something.
story.
They're way too non-medium from my style. But all right, we've got precipitation moving now into the mountains as snow. Notice that leading edge over western Maine is getting eaten up by dry air. In fact, that's been happening all day today. The snow and rain has been across New Hampshire since about noon, but has been slow to move into Maine because of the low dew points. Temperatures in the mid-40s along the coastline, 41 in Freiburg, 42 in Lewiston. So what's going to happen here in a lot of spots is it's going to snow at 38, 39 degrees, but it's going to have a hard time accumulating. Then temperatures will drop through the night and we'll start accumulating that snow across the interior and the mountains. It's got a whole lot of moisture back to the south and west where that came from. Winter weather advisory in the purple, the weirdest winter storm warning I've ever seen in this one polygon here. I guess they're expecting more snow there. My map doesn't really change from one county to another. So hour by hour forecast of snow into the mountains. Tonight, rain along the coastline. Notice that rain snow line does collapse to Lewiston and Augusta here through the middle of the evening into early tomorrow morning. And that snow continues tomorrow morning over northern Maine and the mountains. Rain over down east. We should be able to clear this thing out, though, by around midday. After that, we're in better shape. Guys, we've got a nice looking day for Veterans Day, but another storm for next week.
All right, Keith, thanks. There's passion behind the debate over the development of Maine's waterfront communities, particularly in Portland and Boothbay Harbor. The fate of a new referendum to slow down development on Portland's waterfront has yet to be decided. And in Boothbay Harbor, a new nonprofit is using donated money to purchase an entire pier to take control. But the waterfront challenges reach further south from our state around the ocean shores. I was curious to know if Portland and the Boothbay region are the only places faced with a challenge like this of balancing history, fishing, and development of coastal real estate. So we went on a field trip to another New England seaside community rich with fishing history.
It's a complicated, fractious, uncomfortable balance that is always, give and take and push and pull.
So part 2 of my deeper dive into New England's waterfront woes airs tonight at 6 on News Center Maine. There's also a lot more on this story right now at our website and mobile app. Okay, so all week we've been talking about veterans and how important they are to our country.
And especially it seems like in our state here we have such a proud tradition, and a lot of people pay lots of respect, deservedly so, to our veterans. So we spent a little bit of today going around the state and just checking out all the different celebrations of Veterans Day. More than 300 people packed the Holiday Inn by the Bay for the 4th annual Veterans Appreciation Luncheon put on by the Portland Rotary Club. All proceeds from the event are awarded to organizations meeting the needs of veterans in Maine.
We have to honor our vets and all they've done to serve our country. We're so honored to be able to do that, to recognize them, say thanks, and express our gratitude.
Yeah, we're here today for the rededication of the Jacob Cousins Memorial, which we're standing right in front of here. He was the first Jewish soldier from Maine to die in World War I. It was originally put here in Portland to honor all the patriotism and sacrifices that all Jewish American soldiers made during that war. And then in World War II, another plaque was added to honor those soldiers who died. So as we're coming into Veterans Day here, it's a great way to remember the sacrifices those folks made, as well as the sacrifices that all new Americans and immigrant groups have made to this country.
Seabags, the designer and manufacturer of handmade items from recycled sales, and a company called Sword and Plow out of Colorado, which is a veteran-owned company, have partnered up on a campaign that gives back to veterans. 20% of the profits generated from a limited edition collection that celebrates the best of both companies will be donated to the Mission Continues and a Women Veterans Leadership Summit.
They repurpose military materials. So right here you'll see parachute lining. We also have it in our green, and it's the lining in these travel pouches. So together we collaborated between our recycled sales, Seabags is known for, and as well as parachute and military materials that Sword and Plow repurposes to make into products once again.
Seabags and Sword and Plow both have employees who are veterans, so it made sense for the companies to collaborate on this Veterans Day project.
The value of the recognition is critically important because it goes back to the root of what we're doing, serving this country, fighting for the flag, fighting for the freedoms that some people take for granted, but we value so much.
And just back to that 20% real quick. Sword and Plow is donating 10% of all of its sales. Seabags is matching that 10%, so that's how you get to 20%. So combined, It's awesome. It's a great idea, and really all across the state, so many celebrations. So obviously we just showed you a few of them right there. So
very good.
All right, still to come. It is Friday. That means we will have a 5th quarter preview, and we'll see what's happening in the world of Maddie the intern.
After during months of neglect, almost 24 dogs are ready to be adopted in Brunswick. We're going to hear the tough story of how they were rescued and how they're getting a second chance when we come back. I was like, I don't know if this is the VO for the start of the next thing. It's got to be part of the tease. Guys, all right, these are the pants.
Oh, no, yeah. Here we go. No, you got to stand up.
Oh,
you
okay.
got to see the whole, come over here. Come to
I'm
the
not
edge
that
here.
flexible.
You got to come over here. We got to get the full look at this. Hold on.
You guys got to see these.
All right. So who is old enough? Hold on. I gotta fix.
They're giving us a retro
this.
feel. Retro.
This is what I would like to call it.
They're a
Anybody
little
was
long.
alive in the 70s.
They're a little long.
These are the 70s disco pants.
I need them
right
hemmed.
Here.
They're a little long. My mother would be upset that I didn't get them hemmed.
And look at the belt thing you got going on.
Yeah,
there.
the belt.
This is
The
straight
other
out
side.
of Donna Summer's wardrobe.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know who Donna Summer is?
I do.
All right, I'm
it's
asking.
Raining Men, right?
Nope. I'm so glad we have that on tape.
Donna Summer. I Will Survive.
Nope, that's Gloria Gaynor.
Okay, Donna
And
Summer.
It's Raining Men is actually the Weather Girls. That was the name of their group.
Donna Summer. What does Donna Summer sing?
Oh, let's see. Love to Love You, Baby. Bad Girls.
Nice focus.
I'm trying to set up everybody else over here.
How about
Oh
we?
my gosh, so much.
How about we talk about what's something I know, but Lee doesn't know.
Yeah. Sorry, you're going to lose on the 70s music trivia. One of us was alive and one of us wasn't, so
Yeah.
you're kind of at a disadvantage.
That's true. I wasn't even a thought yet, is what they say.
Had your parents even met?
You know?
They probably hadn't even met at that point.
Yeah, no.
I mean, not when I was born. Where are we going?
Weather Center. Oh, Jeff, thanks.
You know what? That's the second one. We could keep it down here.
No kidding.
Yeah.
As long as nobody trips over it.
I saw it in the studio. It was like hiding behind the set.
And you're like, perfect.
Yes.
This will make everybody's life easier.
So we'll just put it right there.
Okay. Good deal, good deal. All right, we doing fifth quarter. Jess Gagne, Wells.
Yeah, I'll
you want to start?
I'll start, and then you can just toss to Jess.
Okay.
If that's cool with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I can't find our live stream, so.
Did you
need
see
this.
that moose video? Did you guys see that moose video
No.
online today? Which one? It's posted on the New Center Maine Facebook page. It's I pointed over there because it's on our big board.
No, I haven't seen it.
You guys,
Oh,
it's
10.
really cool. If you guys have a second, hop on over and look.
We're gonna get your pants in this shot,
Yes. Let's go, Sarah.
but not the right side.
Okay. If you did not log on to Facebook during the break, these are the magical pants we were talking about. So now all the TV people get to see what we're talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, high school football weekend, we're getting there. Whoever wins tonight and tomorrow's games moves into the state championship.
And is it true this is the last night of fifth quarter?
It is.
All right, let's send it out to Jess Gagne, who's live in Wells with a little preview. Hey, Jess.
Yes, I'm tearing up last night of the fifth quarter, but it has been an amazing season as it is every year. And I am in Wells, where the top-seeded undefeated Warriors are taking on Oak Hill tonight. Wells looking to keep up with their winning ways. If they get to the state game, they will be playing for their third state championship in a row. They won the Class D state championship last year, and then the Class C state championship before that. But standing in their way, the Oak Hill Raiders, the 7th seed, went 3-5 in the regular season, but they are definitely a playoff team. And don't forget, they won 3 Class D state championships in 2013, 2014, and 2015. So they will be a tough team tonight. Right now, it's dry. Fingers crossed that it stays this way for a little bit longer. But as you can see, not too much going on, but this place is going to be packed. Oak Hill always travels well, and Wells always brings an amazing crowd. So we're going to have this game wrap up and 2 other games happening tonight, Class B North Regional Final and Class A North Regional Final. We're going to talk about those tonight on the fifth quarter at 11 o'clock, so be sure to tune in for that. And then also we have 5 regional final games taking place tomorrow, so tune in to New Center Maine at 6 o'clock and 11 o'clock for highlights of those. As I said, not too much going on right now, but I do have a buddy who's hanging out with me. This is Owen. What's up, Owen?
Hi.
Say hi. Your brother's a senior. Hey, step in a little bit. See yourself on the camera. There you are. What's your brother's name?
Kyle.
Kyle. Cool. Are you cheering for him tonight?
Yeah.
How do you think Wells is going to do?
Hopefully, okay.
Hopefully Okay, all right. That's a confident kid, Lee. So again, tune into News Center Maine tonight at 11 o'clock and join us on our Facebook live stream. We'll have 3 local experts talking about all the games, and we want to hear your questions. So stick with the fifth quarter, and Lee, I'm going to hang out with Owen. We're going to talk a little bit of football.
Yeah, he's cautiously optimistic, but I love his Patriots sweatshirt, so at least he's got that going on. So good job, Owen.
I love it too.
All right.
Okay, speaking of things we love, you have to check this out.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
I haven't seen this.
You haven't seen it. I've seen it. Just take this in for a second. And viewers of ours in Maine, they are remaining anonymous, but viewers of ours in Maine were driving when they encountered this. I mean, we know that there's moose out there, but
to the car.
Yeah, like it's amazing, right?
And good on them to be nice and quiet too.
And it's a bull. He's got the antlers and everything.
Wow.
I have seen one moose in my lifetime.
That close though?
No, not that
No,
close.
I've never
And it
seen
didn't have
that.
it was a female, so it didn't have the
That is really cool.
antlers. I know. Really cool. We had to show you guys that.
Okay, well, that was pretty cool.
I know.
I got to watch that with you guys for the first time. Hey, Animal Shelter is looking for your help this weekend. We're going to explain why coming up next.
And Keith's gonna have his accurate forecast. Are those the goggles? Yes. Guys, Keith and I have been in a fight all day about these goggles. Are those Clay's goggles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why can't I get Facebook to work? Seems to always happen to me.
Why are they old school? Because they cost $499 like
But then, in all fairness, I made fun of Keith's hat. It was the hat from the promo. Yeah.
They wouldn't let me wear my logo hat, that's why.
Oh.
I still can't find. Oh, now I can.
There you go.
Jeez, that
Now
took
we're
a
going
while.
to the monitors.
Okay. That took a really long time.
Anyway, so guys, thanks for being good sports today. We're having like a soups casual show, if you know what I mean.
Seriously. All right. Let's see. We got.
Thanks,
hey,
Karen
Carol,
Goldberg. Sweetie.
Joe.
And Kiri, they are so cozy.
What's up, Deborah? I can finally see everybody. What's up, John? Yeah, we're having a good day. Those are groovy pants.
Groovy is a great word for that. Kiri says, moose are pretty quiet unless you come between them. At rutting season or between mom and kids, I've been a little farther away than that hiking at Baxter State Park. You just freeze and let them walk by. You're a mosquito in size to them. Jeez, what was that encounter like?
Right.
Is it like in Jurassic Park?
First or second?
You start off. Is it like Jurassic Park where you gotta stay still and not breathe? All right, look at this face. You see this face?
Puppy.
I know. Anyway, what's everybody doing this weekend?
Going to buy those pants.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
Oh,
You guys
look, a
should have
moose.
seen.
Look,
Yes.
there it is.
There's the moose. Yeah.
It's back.
There you go.
It's bad. I think it's bad when it comes out the other side.
Thanks, Bill. Guys, the control room loves the pants
See
too.
ya, Chris. Have a good weekend.
Ba, 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 ba. He said that hurt Lee. Why?
What happened?
What happened?
I don't understand. I don't know what happened there.
Me neither.
More than 20 dogs will be up for adoption this weekend in Brunswick after enduring months of neglect at home in that city.
Chris Costa shows us what you need to know about these pups if you're interested in taking one home.
Midcoast Humane.
The phone is ringing nonstop at Midcoast Humane.
Interested to see when they'd be up for adoption.
And see what happened to them. I think that was a lot of it.
People calling about dogs like Pumpkin.
Oh, thank you.
And Cherry, 2 of 44 dogs taken in after a months-long investigation of animal neglect.
It's hard to see them at that start, but it's rewarding by the end.
Dr. Mandy Weir and her staff at Midcoast Humane are getting more than 20 of these pups ready to go to new homes after 3 months of nursing them back to health, physically and emotionally.
They weren't necessarily treated as pets before.
Now they need loving families and a little extra patience.
They spent so much time in kennels, they may not know what it's like to sit on a couch. They're going to take a little bit longer to 100% understand that they should be going to the bathroom outside. They may be a little bit more scared at first. It may take them a little bit longer to warm up.
The shelter held them longer than they expected, to the cost of $71,000, draining the shelter's budget.
It's pulling those resources from our other animals because they came in and they stayed with us for over, for 3 months. That has a much longer term effect.
8 a.m. and they're giving tickets out. Yeah, because we expect such a large crowd.
They know there's high interest in these dogs, giving them the life they've missed out on until now.
We're very relieved, we're very excited to be seeing that. That is a happy ending for us.
In Brunswick, Chris Costa, News Center, Maine.
Now, the state of Maine's animal welfare program receives nearly 800 complaints of neglect every year, but that does not include the complaints that are sent to animal control officers, state police, and sheriff's departments.
All right, it's Friday, so we got to see what's snapping, and it's got to be something good, right?
Snap, though.
Oh, yeah. Snap. All right, snap. Oh.
Come on, we can never get too many dogs on this show. It's like dogs and kids. It's like a dog and kid half hour.
Oh, that looks like my pup. That looks like Lucy.
Early morning, so that is good stuff.
Sweet girl.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
Here we go. What is that, a Twinkie?
I was just going to say it looks like a Twinkie.
What is it?
If that's a Twinkie, you better watch out. I'm going to go for that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
What is it? It's a piece of cheese, I think, maybe.
That's a big
it
piece
looks
of
harder
cheese.
than a piece of cheese. It could be like a biscuit or something.
He's doing a
playing mechanism.
Right.
I know.
It definitely wasn't a Twinkie because I would have been involved in that.
There's a great, and I'm not usually a fan of these Facebook meme things, but there's one that says when you ask your dog what it has in its mouth and it starts chewing faster, and it's a video of King Kong wrestling with a T-Rex and he's trying to open his jaw. That's pretty accurate. It's pretty accurate. All right, and it's got about 18 million views because it's Facebook, so that's just how it works. All right, today actually turned out all right, but here we go. Wheels falling off the wagon as promised with snow in the mountains. I'd be interested to hear from people. Eustis would be a spot almost into Jackman now. If this snow is hitting the ground right off the bat, we don't have many good web cameras with lights out that way, but it looks like there's some snow out there at least. Meanwhile, stays dry so far over central and western Maine, but there's a whole lot more moisture where this came from. So the leading edge is being eaten up right now by dry air at the lower part of the atmosphere. It's actually been happening since about noon today. The rain snow line was right over New Hampshire, but it's had no chance to make any progress. That ends, though. We saturate the environment and we start getting rain along the coast, snow in the mountains, and winter weather advisory in the shaded purple area for the mountains in northern Maine. And then we have a winter storm warning for the Greenville area. I don't know why the National Weather Service really singled them out. They're probably going to see 6 to 8 inches of snow, as is the rest of that area. And then there's also a flash flood watch, or is it just a flood watch, Jess, for York County? Flood watch, okay. I couldn't remember if it was flash flood or flood. Either way, it's going to be raining heavily here through the evening along the coastline. It is snowing pretty good across the interior, and it dips down into Lewiston and Augusta here by 9 or 10 o'clock tonight, and then pushes back into the mountains by 2 or 3 in the morning. Snowing heavily in Greenville, Millinocket, Caribou by early tomorrow morning. Raining along the coast, and then eventually ending as some showers by around midday. We should be in good shape. Nice through the afternoon, and then nice again on Sunday, although it will be chilly for Veterans Day. I love it when you don't have to change a map. It's kind of a kiss of death, though. Probably won't end up being right. But from our initial forecast to now, I don't see any reason to do anything. It's still rain along the coastline. It's still about an inch in Lewiston to Bangor, washed away by rain. 1 to 3 in the foothills, 3 to 6 in the mountains, and then 6 to 8, just including the Greenville area there where that winter storm warning is up. And the higher terrain may pick up 9 or 10 inches, but we try not to put them on the map because it gets really confusing if you go 3,000 feet or above. All right, so we get a break Sunday and Monday, and then our next storm system on Tuesday looks similar at this point, which is a rain-snow mix, maybe some wind in there. I forgot that part. It'll be pretty windy tomorrow and tomorrow afternoon, wind gusts of 40 to almost 50 miles an hour. But we're doing that so frequently now, it's almost like a secondary conversation. And then again, a mixed rain on Tuesday, cold on Wednesday and Thursday. In fact, we could be down around 10 or 11 degrees to start the day on Thursday. So.
All right, let that sink in.
The high he has at 32 for next week.
Right. See, I tried
so we're going to address that.
Divert your attention
you
from that.
Kind
It didn't
of
work,
like, you're like, yeah, look over here. I was looking over there. I'm just saying.
It's like that magic guy you had in the other day.
Can't get it by
Exactly.
Exactly. All right, thanks, Keith. We know senioritis is a thing.
Okay, but Maddie the intern has found out firsthand that senioritis is actually a medical condition.
You can prepare for a lot in college, but one thing you can't prepare for is getting sick. No, your TV is not broken. My voice really does sound like this. It's officially flu season. Attendance is low, people are coughing in class, sneezing, and everyone is downright miserable. I'm okay. So make sure you're taking care of yourself. Drink a lot of fluids and stay away from caffeine. Make sure you're taking vitamins and supplements to help boost your immune system. Personally, I like vitamin C packets. It's easy to throw in my backpack and I can put them in my water on my way to class, and I have my vitamins for the day. Check out the health services provided by the university.
The number one thing to prevent the spread of infection is stop sharing. No sharing drinks, no sharing foods, cigarettes, things of that nature. Cover your mouth when you cough, wash your hands, use hand sanitizer. Rest and hydration are also key elements to staying healthy.
Sometimes they'll even have transportation to bring you to the clinic if you're too sick to get out of bed. It's really hard to stay on top of going to class, getting your work done, all while trying to get better. Make sure you're communicating with your professors if you're feeling under the weather. Pull them aside after class or send them an email. Most importantly though is making sure you're getting enough rest. 7 hours of sleep will make a huge difference to how you feel in the morning. When in doubt, you could always call your mom or dad. I called my mom this morning asking her what medicine I should pick up, and she was more than happy to help. Push through. Thankfully, we have a long weekend and then Thanksgiving break. I'm Madison Rayner, and I'll see you next Friday at 5.
Oh, Maddie.
I hope she feels better. I remember that struggle. You just get so run down.
Yeah, and you've got class, and I mean, it's a lot.
It's
so.
a lot.
All right.
She's a pro. She's got a lot going on.
And what do? You call Mom.
You
Mom
do.
always
Mom knows best.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully she feels better.
A lot more coming up on News Center Maine at 5:30. Let's check in with Cindy Williams for a preview. Hey, Cindy.
Hi, guys. Remember D Money? The governor talked about him as an example of drug dealers coming into Maine from out of state. Well, the actual D Money was actually sentenced in court today for the murder of 2 Maine people. We'll tell you what sentence D Money got. And we'll tell you why people around are picking up their needles, their knitting needles. It's all to help the Special Olympics. Those stories and more coming up in the next half hour. Back to you.
All right, sounds good. Speaking of moms, I was telling her about that knitting for a cause, and she got going.
See?
Very good, right? We'll be right back with Braindrops. John says kombucha tea will help for a healthy immune system. Norm, I love it. Storm Center sweater pants. Love it. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, that was cute. Poor Maddie. At least she got it done.
Liam, did you see the AP hired a video expert?
Would you like me to take the tablet for you?
Yeah, I'm just looking back to see if I missed anything.
Da, 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 da.
Hey, Joe. The last time they played, I picked Marshwood, and y'all did me wrong, so I had to go the other way tonight. So it's not my fault. I had you the first time. Didn't work out. Just saying.
Just saying.
Just saying, Joe.
Just saying. Thanks, Isaac.
We'll see. Hey, guys, say hi to Isaac.
I'm back again.
There he
back
is.
Again.
Isaac, the producer.
Yeah.
Out of the booth.
Running the prompter now. Out of the booth, running wild.
Who's going to talk in my ear then?
1:30 is what you guys have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's a good amount of time. Here we go.
You guys all done?
Oh, look, there's Don Kerrigan, everybody. Look,
Here
there
we
is.
go.
Hold on.
More time.
Don, give us a wave.
Everybody's
See?
feeling
You guys
fine.
got the legend
Backstreet's
right there.
back, baby.
Little Facebook extra, Don Kerrigan on Facebook.
Back streets back. All
If I'm
right.
on Facebook, does that mean I actually exist?
No, you've just become real.
Facebook is a...
You are now a verified celebrity.
He's Facebook official.
FBO?
FBO.
What you got?
What's on your
What
mind?
you got? I don't want to know.
One of my
whatever's
favorite
going
things
through
to
that
do.
Brain, I do not want to know right now.
It's one of my favorite things to do is like when I've met some like one of Hill's board friends, I'm just like, nice to meet you. And then she's like looking at me.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Nothing.
That's just what you were doing.
You guys hear that? He's a little, you know,
creepy.
A little creepy.
A little creepy.
Little creep factor. CF.
Or you can do the hands behind the back. That's even more
That's a little
observational.
Yeah, or if you like go up.
Yes.
I like when I'm out camping or at a bonfire and you are looking across at somebody, but then you kind of look off into the distance and really look focused on something that's right behind them.
We on TV now?
Don't mind us.
We're on the TV
We're
now?
just gonna keep talking. So
That's
anyway.
cool.
Anyway.
All
Talking about
right.
playing tricks on
Today's
people.
brain drops.
Yeah.
No math.
Okay.
No quizzes. Boring. Okay, so I wanted to quantify something we talked about before, which is the amount of rainfall we've had in the past couple of weeks. Do we have a chart? If we know, all right, here's the chart. Okay, so Portland Jetport, we're going to take it from October 20th to today. What you're looking at there is the average rainfall, and of course it's going to be linear because it just takes it from one day to another. And then this is our actual rainfall, peaking out about 6 inches, and that's obviously not including tonight and our next storm. But look kind of how we came out of nowhere. We started with what was a decent fall, right? And then just kind of fell apart late October, and it's just been continuing through November. And so we're running above average. What's interesting is we're nowhere near the record. And the record is something like 17 inches, and there must have been a tropical storm one of those years. Let's go to the next one, which is going to be, it's not just Portland, Bangor. It almost looked like I didn't change that graph, right?
Right.
Bangor, almost the same exact thing. They actually have just over 5 inches, not 6 inches of rain, but the same idea. Very, very dry to start. I thought this was going to be a rock and fall, looked really good, and then it just...
Well, we were on pace to set that record for most days
consecutive
over like 70.
Oh, yeah.
The
the dew points, and then summer
all
just...
of a sudden, bottom fell out.
Yeah.
She gone.
Guys, have a good weekend because we gone too. News Center 5:30 starts right now.
Bye, guys.
See you guys. Have a great weekend.